Welcome to a journey into the great unknown, where we'll retrace the final steps of 5 legendary explorers who vanished without a trace. Our first story takes us deep into the heart of the Amazon, a place where the line between legend and reality is as tangled as the vines that choke the forest floor. This is a land of endless green, where the canopy stretches for miles and secrets lie hidden beneath the leaves. Here, Colonel Percy Fawcett, a British explorer, surveyor and adventurer, vanished without a trace while searching for a fabled city he called Z. Fawcett was no ordinary explorer. He was a man driven by an unshakable belief that something extraordinary was waiting to be found in the depths of the jungle. Fawcett believed that a lost civilization, more advanced than anyone could imagine, lay hidden beneath the dense jungle canopy. This obsession consumed him, turning his quest into one of the most enduring legends of the 20th century. Over the years, Fawcett mapped uncharted rivers, braved hostile terrain, and survived countless encounters with dangerous wildlife and wary indigenous tribes. He was known for his resilience, his respect for the people of the Amazon, and his almost mystical sense of purpose. But it was the mystery of the lost city of Z that truly captured his imagination, and eventually, the imagination of the world. He was convinced that the jungle concealed the ruins of a forgotten metropolis, built by an ancient people whose knowledge and achievements had been lost to time. In 1925, Fawcett set out on his most ambitious expedition yet, accompanied by his son Jack and Jack's friend Raleigh Rymel. Together, they were determined to solve the riddle that had haunted Fawcett for years. Armed with only basic supplies, a handful of porters, and an unbreakable spirit, they plunged into the unknown. The Amazon was a place few outsiders dared to enter, and even fewer returned from. The dangers were everywhere. Rivers teeming with razor-toothed piranhas, thick vegetation that could swallow a man whole, venomous snakes, and the ever-present threat of disease. Every step forward was a battle against nature itself. Fawcett's last letter home, written with a steady hand, spoke of hope and excitement as they entered uncharted territory. He was confident, even optimistic, that they were on the verge of a great discovery. But after that letter, all communication stopped. The world waited anxiously for news, but none ever came. The jungle, vast and impenetrable, kept its secrets. Search parties were sent, braving the same dangers that Fawcett had faced. Each attempt ended in frustration, hardship, or tragedy. The Amazon simply swallowed all traces of Fawcett and his companions, leaving only questions behind. Theories about their fate multiplied over the years. Some believed they were killed by hostile tribes. Others thought they may have vanished deliberately to start a new life, or perhaps, just perhaps, they had found the lost city and chosen to stay. The idea that Fawcett and his team might have discovered the fabled city and decided never to return only added to the legend. Yet despite decades of searching, no evidence ever surfaced, no bones, no belongings, no sign of what truly happened. The legend of the lost city of Z grew with every passing year, inspiring countless adventurers, writers and filmmakers. Fawcett's story became a symbol of the ultimate quest, a search for something greater than ourselves, hidden just beyond the edge of the known world. Fawcett's disappearance became a symbol of the Amazon's enduring mysteries, a place where myth and reality blur, and where the unknown still calls to those brave enough to listen. To this day, modern explorers retrace Fawcett's steps, hacking through the jungle, poring over old maps and searching for clues. Each new expedition is driven by the hope of finally uncovering what really happened to Fawcett and his companions. Fawcett's story reminds us of the power of dreams, the allure of the unknown, and the risks we take in pursuit of discovery. His journey is a testament to human curiosity and the enduring spirit of adventure. To this day, his fate remains one of exploration's greatest unsolved mysteries, a haunting reminder that some secrets may never be revealed and that the jungle still guards its treasures well. Next, let's turn our gaze to the skies, where adventure and mystery often go hand in hand. Here we find the remarkable story of Amelia Earhart, an aviation pioneer whose courage and ambition captured the imagination of the world. Her disappearance would become one of the 20th century's most enduring and haunting mysteries, sparking decades of speculation and fascination. Earhart was not just a pilot, she was a trailblazer who shattered records and defied expectations at every turn. She inspired countless women to pursue their dreams in aviation and beyond, breaking barriers in a field dominated by men. Her achievements made her a global icon, admired for her daring spirit and relentless determination. In 1937, Earhart set out on her most ambitious journey yet, to become the first woman to fly around the world at the equator. She was joined by her skilled navigator, Fred Noonan. Their meticulously planned route would take them over 29,000 miles, crossing continents, vast oceans, and some of the most remote places on Earth. The journey was fraught with peril. Earhart and Noonan faced unpredictable weather, mechanical failures, and the constant challenge of navigating with limited technology. Each leg of the flight brought new obstacles, from blinding storms to the daunting expanse of open ocean stretching endlessly below. As they neared their next critical destination, the tiny speck of Howland Island in the Pacific, radio transmissions between Earhart and the ground grew faint, filled with static and confusion. Communication was sporadic and the signals were often garbled, making it nearly impossible to pinpoint their exact location. The last messages from Earhart hinted at mounting confusion and dwindling fuel reserves. Despite the dire situation, she remained calm and focused, determined to find a safe landing spot. Her composure in the face of uncertainty became legendary. When all contact was lost, a massive search effort was launched, involving ships, planes, and thousands of personnel. The world watched anxiously as days turned into weeks, but no trace of Earhart, Noonan, or their plane was ever found. The vastness of the Pacific Ocean swallowed all clues. In the aftermath, countless theories emerged. Some believed they crashed and sank. Others speculated about capture or survival on a remote island. Each theory brought new hope and new questions, but none provided definitive answers. One of the most compelling ideas is the Nikumaroro hypothesis, which suggests that Earhart and Noonan may have landed on a remote atoll and survived for a time, leaving behind tantalizing clues that continue to be investigated to this day. Earhart's disappearance struck a deep chord worldwide. She became a symbol of courage, resilience, and the unbreakable human spirit. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe, and her legacy continues to inspire new generations of explorers and dreamers. Her story reminds us that some frontiers remain unexplored and some questions may never be fully answered. Yet, it is the pursuit of these mysteries that drives us to reach higher, dream bigger, and keep searching for the unknown. Chapter 3. Roald Amundson's Arctic Rescue. This is the story of a legendary explorer whose courage and compassion would be tested in the most unforgiving environment on Earth. Roald Amundsen, already celebrated for being the first to reach the South Pole, was no stranger to danger or hardship. Yet it was in the icy expanse of the Arctic that he would face his greatest and most perilous challenge. In 1928, news broke that fellow explorer Umberto Nobile's airship, the Italia, had crashed onto the desolate Arctic ice. The world watched anxiously as the fate of Nobile and his crew hung in the balance. Amundsen, moved by a sense of duty and camaraderie, immediately volunteered to lead a daring rescue mission, risking his own life to save others. The Arctic's ever-shifting ice floes, blinding snowstorms, and thick, freezing fog were formidable adversaries. Navigation was treacherous, and the biting cold could sap the strength of even the hardiest explorers. But Amundsen's resolve never wavered. He pressed on, driven by hope and the unbreakable bonds of exploration. He embarked aboard a French Latham 47 flying boat accompanied by a small international crew. Their mission was clear: to search the vast frozen wilderness for any sign of the missing airmen and to bring them home safely. The Barents Sea stretched before them, a vast icy wilderness where the line between sky and ice seemed to blur. Every mile flown was a battle against the elements, and every hour brought new dangers. Days turned into weeks, and hope began to dwindle. The Arctic sun circled endlessly above, casting long shadows over the frozen landscape as the search dragged on. Eventually, only a single piece of wreckage, afloat from the Latham, was ever found, drifting in the cold, unforgiving sea. No trace of Amundsen or his crew was ever recovered. Amundsen's disappearance remains one of exploration's most enduring mysteries. Did he perish in the icy waters, or did he find some final refuge on the endless ice? the truth may never be known. Today, a monument stands in his honor, a tribute to his indomitable spirit and ultimate sacrifice. It serves as a reminder of the risks explorers take in the pursuit of knowledge and the bonds that unite them. Amundsen's story is a powerful reminder of the courage, determination, and selflessness that define the human quest for discovery. His willingness to risk everything for others continues to inspire. Even in the face of insurmountable odds, Amundsen's legacy endures. His name is etched into the annals of history, not just for his achievements, but for his unwavering commitment to his fellow explorers. His disappearance in the Arctic remains a haunting mystery, but his contributions to the world of exploration are undeniable. He charted new paths, inspired countless others, and showed what it means to lead with both courage and compassion. Today, Amundsen's life and legacy continue to inspire future generations of explorers, scientists, and dreamers, reminding us all that the spirit of adventure lives on, even in the coldest and most remote corners of our world. Chapter 4. The Lost Expedition of La Pérouse. In the late 18th century, Jean-François de Gallo, Comte de La Pérouse, set sail from France, commanding the Astrolabe and Boussole across the Pacific. His journey was a quest to expand the horizons of the known world. Leaving Botany Bay, Australia, La Pérouse ventured into uncharted waters. A powerful cyclone and the coral reefs of Vanikoro in the Solomon Islands became the expedition's final resting place. Underwater footage reveals the haunting remains of the shipwreck. Artifacts recovered from the wreck offer a glimpse into the past. Local islander oral histories recount the fate of the lost expedition. Despite the passage of time, the mystery of La Pérouse's disappearance remains unsolved. The lost expedition is a poignant reminder of the risks and rewards of exploration. La Pérouse's legacy lives on, inspiring future generations to seek out the unknown. His story is a testament to the enduring allure of exploration. Chapter 5. Ambrose Bierce's Mexican Mystery. Ambrose Bierce, famed for his wit and dark humor, vanished in Mexico during the early 20th century. Amidst the chaos of the Mexican Revolution, Bierce disappeared without a trace. Archival photos and the rugged landscape of northern Mexico set the scene for his final adventure. Bierce rode into the desert, leaving behind a legacy of literary brilliance and unanswered questions. His final cryptic letter hinted at a journey into the unknown. The city of Chihuahua was one of his last known locations. The canyon where he may have met his end remains shrouded in mystery. A weathered gravestone with a question mark stands as a reminder of Bierce's disappearance. His work, including The Devil's Dictionary, continues to be celebrated for its wit and insight. Bierce's disappearance remains one of history's great enigmas, a puzzle that still captivates. As we conclude this journey, remember, the echoes of history remain all around us, waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep the spirit of adventure alive.